going on, everybody? Welcome to the next episode of Arena Goat Talk. I'm your host, EJ Burt. On this episode, I have two guys that I respect highly, and the whole goal for this episode is to bring on players from different generations to talk this game that we love, share some knowledge, and make each other better. All right. So on this episode, I have Mr. Ray Philyaw, who boasts the highest TD to interception ratio, one of the best quarterbacks and decision makers with the ball in his hands. And then I have Mr. Andre Sale, who's making a lot of noise himself, being one of the top quarterbacks in every league and every year that he's played. So how you guys doing today, fellas?
What's going on, Burke? Thank you for having us, man. Appreciate it.
Doing good, Coach. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys coming on again. The whole goal, I want to bring together players from different generations and talk in this game and, sharing nuggets and making each other better.
Yep.
All right. So I guess, for people who don't know both of you, kind of give a brief, a brief introduction. Let's start with you, Ray.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is Coach Ray. Call myself Coach now. I'm in a different industry now, but 10-year vet in the AFL back from 2000 to 2010. Played for several teams: Indiana Firebirds, Chicago Rush, Kansas City Brigade, Cleveland Gladiators. Never had an opportunity to win a championship, but been close many a times. Back then, it was very, very competitive. Guys playing on a high level, including yourself, EJ. But fun, man, and try to what I want to do now is got into coaching now, and I just want to be able to pass along my experience over my 30 years of experience of playing the position, coaching the position, being a dad of the position, to the younger generation. So I'm here just to give my advice on my experience of being a arena football player.
All right, Andre.
I'm Andre Sale. I'm a 3-year player. I'm still currently playing, so we'll see where I end up this coming season. I was with the Tulsa Oilers my first 2 years, and then last year I played for 3 different teams, including for Coach EJ Burt with Orlando, and finished the year with the Colorado Spartans. And I'm happy to be on. It's an honor. EJ, you're doing a good job with these podcasts, so it's cool to be. I don't know if I'm the first current player on, but it's cool being on here as a current player.
Yeah, you are my first current player, and I'm honored to have you on and share your knowledge and talk the game we all love.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. So, again, I'm gonna kind of hand this to the quarterbacks, and let's start out with Coach Ray. Where you want to go from this? Where we talk about pregame prep. I'm handing the floor off to you.
So Dre, man, when it comes to obviously, just kind of like we're in the quarterback room right now and kind of like walking us through it though, right? So let's start off like if anybody's on the show and when they watch the podcast, kind of go through your pregame preparation on what you do if it's a home game compared to a road game and all that. So kind of walk us through what your pregame preparation is.
I like to keep it the same home or away. I'm very I like to have everything taken care of that I need to before the game starts. It's a lot of film work. I'm watching a lot of film. I'm watching first off by formations, and then I'll get into third and fourth down looks, seeing what's different. If there's different blitzes or what I need to be looking at. But I like to just kind of find their base coverages versus those formations. In an arena ball, defenses usually don't do too much.
Right.
So I like to go through all of the routes out of those formations that I like that week against those different coverages and just kind of read them out. Like what would take me to this? What would take me to this throw? What would I need to see out of this defender or something to know I'm in this coverage and I'm gonna most likely go to this throw. But I like to look over all that for throughout the week and. That's the biggest thing. If I feel good with my film, I know I'm going to feel good come Saturday night or whenever we're playing.
Yeah. The film that I saw, I can see that preparation because again, I talked about your footwork and how your footwork times with the plays, right? It's a rhythm for you. So once I'm in that rhythm as a quarterback, man, it's going to be hard to stop, right? At least the ball
For
is
sure.
coming out of my hands, right? So for me, man, my preparation was obviously getting ready, getting the tickets out of the way, the will call out of the way for family. Um, but then we had a pregame, like, a scripted play where, I would get loose on the field. I would go out and I would walk myself, like if we were backed up, coming out plays, kind of walk myself through the group of plays that my coaches would call when we were backed up. I get to midfield, like from that 20 to 20, where we want to take chances right here, those big plays that everything in the playbook works. And I go down to the red zone about the 15 to 10 yard in and kind of walk myself through those plays where I'm taking that snap. I'm kind of visualizing what I'm doing. I see myself throwing that back pylon fade, that back pylon corner route, whatever it may be, and I kind of walk myself through that, man. And after that, my mind is I'm locked in. I kind of go from there. So um, the preparation part, like you talked about, Dre, is just the more reps I can get, mental reps and visual reps. Then once I have to, it takes out of the thinking. Right now, all I gotta do now is just react to what I see now, though. Right, so for the kids that don't understand the behind the scenes and the preparation when it comes to the classroom part of it, you got to get in the classroom and everything else begins to slow down for you. So that's a good job, man. Good job on that. Good job on that. Hey, and then let's go into like the IFL is a little bit different for me. I never had the opportunity to coach in the IFL. So with me, the two motions and everything, when guys been in shotgun or guys been underneath the center. Back in my days, man, we never had anybody. Shotguns was like non-existing though, right? So we had some great guys on the edge. Not saying that they're not these days, but if you're in shotgun, they're gonna get to you very, very fast with the guys we had playing back then. But go over. I don't know if you guys take from underneath the center, but can it kind of explain the difference between the two, Dre? Shotgun to underneath the center.
Yeah, so I think the AF1 rules, the underneath the center is. I mean, we're seeing people going out of shotgun now, but I think it's a lot more valuable to go under center where you get that ball in your hand because a lot of times it's one step and you're up and throwing it.
Yeah.
Um, in the shotgun, I guess it sets up more run schemes in the
Mm-hmm.
IFL is what people will say, but I mean, there's times like the Omaha playoff game where our running back got hurt and we were just under center, basically running like the AF1, like what I thought I was going into, and the, in full football, definitely the run lanes and holes I think are better under center.
Yeah.
Run block and play action. I mean, I've always thought play action was a lot easier to sell when I'm under center, when I'm my back turned towards the
For the
defense. I can
quarterback
really
to the
sell.
defense. Yeah.
But arena, it's kind of you could go both. I was all shotgun in Colorado, but we had to go under center against Omaha in the playoffs because it got so loud
Mm-hmm.
in there. I had to get under so my center could hear me,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was playing an old school arena game.
Now, did you guys during the week? Is that part of you guys' offensive scheme? Do you guys take underneath the snaps, underneath the center snaps, or just one of those game time decisions?
I always like to go under center sometimes too, just in case. Because I mean, I like to QB sneak it. I like to come up and run some jet sweep stuff, and so it's always a part of, I guess, the game plan. Just and then if we need to go to it full time, we're already comfortable. I'm already comfortable down there. Center knows it's the same stuff.
Got
Um,
it.
but it was mainly shotgun the past 3 years. IFL we went under center for a few times. Tulsa, same thing like red zone, QB sneaks, QB or quick jets. But last year it was mostly shotgun, and then when I found out about I guess the Omaha crowd being loud, I was like, all right, we're gonna have to go under center some. So
Yeah.
it's definitely something you need to practice before you go into the game because if you try to go under
Right. Right.
center,
Right. Right.
you don't want to have that quarterback center exchange fumble.
Yeah.
Can't have that happen.
I'm in high school here, and you guys probably see it too. A lot of teams are beginning to go to more underneath the center. It's like the game is revolving back to underneath the center, and because I think about fourth and short. You got fourth and inches, and here you are 5 yards deep, and you got to get one. You got to get a half an inch, but the ball got to go back 5 yards before you get up. So a lot of
Right.
teams don't even practice underneath the center, and quarterbacks don't even know how to take a snap, and it's it's something you need to work on, right? It's different for the center as well as the quarterback. So having that part of your package, I think, is a big deal no matter what league you play in, right? You got to be able to have those things. If I have to end the game by running the ball security first, whatever it may be. But I think that's a big deal when it comes to being in the shotgun underneath the center.
100%.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys kind of talked about that. So I want to see how this program works. Hopefully, this program works correctly, especially with 3 people on. So I have 2 still shots, so you guys can kind of talk about pre-snap reads. Let's see if this picture works. So let me try this one. I like this one better. So I guess Ray, you talk
That's the old
about
school, baby. One man in motion. Let's go.
old school. So kind of talk them through like pre-snap reads and coverages and how to read what the defense is doing, especially doing film study.
For me, obviously, we're down in we call it the green zone because now it's a green light. We don't want to. We didn't. I had a coach that didn't call it the red zone because we're not stopping here. It's time to get that money, so we call it us the green zone down here inside the 10. So right now, obviously, you can see DBs, you can see the DD, you can see the field front side corner. He's not. He's only worried about one guy. His eyes are locked in on his receiver. So to me, as I'm peeking that, and let's say we have hitches or whips from our 2 outside guys, and my motion guy he has an option. We'll give him an option down here where he can do a sail in or a sail, right? So it's all based on his release. And right now, if we're gonna go sail in, I don't even worry about my receiver watching him run his route. My responsibility is his backside corner and his jack, right? My job is to get him to cover this backside receiver, which gives me more room to throw this sail in to this motion guy that's coming across the middle of the field like a skinny post. So um, I was always taught, and I just, when I call you a play, man, you got to win. I can't watch you run your route. If you can't win, we just got to find somebody else. Fortunate enough, I was lucky to have some great offense, especially guys that when we go man to man, then offense that we want every time or majority of the time. So Reed for me would be the backside corner to the jack. Obviously, the jack may stay in that box to take away that over the box throw. So it can't be. I mean, it's a window throw blind drive for a quick slant, or I'm throwing that ball pretty much on the top of that S and that storm in the end zone. So that's pretty much my read. This is to me is man to man. Obviously, that front side defensive end is going to probably try to take away my quick screen or whatever. But that Mac is ready to come. So ball got to be out fast right here on the 5-yard line.
Mm-hmm. Andre, got any questions or any input on what you would think in this situation?
I agree with everything he's saying. When you have a man, you just got to make sure those, like, if he's going to break out, you got to make sure that corner's up. He's the only one who can rob it. If he's breaking in, like you said, the jack, you're having to negotiate the throw with the jack, but you got to make sure that corner's sitting. And so my eyes would be straight to that corner as I'm dropping, and then I'm finding the throwing lane as soon as I hit that plant throw. Whether it's up and above the jack, where only my guy can get it, or if it's on the line, like you were saying.
Yeah. And then, obviously because we're reading that backside corner, the boundary corner, if he decides to bail and try to help out on that quick sail in, just throw the ball right down to that 5-yard hitch and let him walk in. So it's a reaction. I try to teach quarterbacks, hey, whatever that backside DB does, do the opposite. If he jumps the hitch, throw it. He's wrong. He can't be right though, right? So stop thinking and just react though, right? So offensive meetings, quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, that's what I'm kind of going over my team with right now, is just telling him, hey, find your read guy and then react, right? So easy pre-snap read here. Find your read guy and then let's play football.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's switch photos. So I do have some sale, Andre. So we're gonna start some film too. But I wanted to try to get some still shots just so you guys can kind of break it down without having to go back and forth on the film, like how you have to pause, rewind, rewind, that kind of stuff. I guess talk this through, from what you guys can see from this angle.
Go, Dre. You up first.
All right, so
kind of teach me to this.
2x2 here. Sorry, both outside guys are stationary. Both inside guys are going to be in high motion. From the jump, I'm looking at this safety down close to us, a little farther back, and so they might be in some type of combo or a cover two invert type thing. It's something that I look at during that week in practice. How do they get into their coverages? What are they looking like pre snap? And then when my guys are running at them, what's the look that I know that that's the coverage that they're trying to get into. But say we have all hitches with a post on, and one of these guys is tagged on a post. I'm just looking at that hitch side. If these guys stay down, I know I'm taking that post shot. My guy's got to go win. He's got to go get it. Say something happens and one of those guys drops, I'm just rising up and throwing one of the hitches. That's one of my favorite things out of 2x2. It's so easy. It's an easy read. I could take that hitch all day long if they're going to give it to me. But as soon as they start, getting in the man and trying to come up and press, it's going to be a touchdown. We're going over the top.
Yep. So the difference to me is a pre-snap read to me is, obviously when you're offensive coordinator and you're calling the plays right now, I see all the DBs, even the jack on their heels, right? So everybody's looking like they're belting away. I don't know if this is 3rd and 10 or 4th and fourth and 8. So you have your field corners, you have your corners kind of like sitting on the sticks. They may not move, but they're open to be able to help out in case somebody wants to run by me. But obviously both safeties they're backpedaling, right? They're trying to take away the top and make you throw underneath for the first down. But obviously pre-snap read right now based on the play. For me, man, it's keep moving the chains. Obviously, you want the big play, but just give me 4 first downs, right? And let's start over again and see what we can do next. But right now, it's the main thing is you hear me screaming, it's 4th and 8, meaning that let's just get the first down first, and let's start over, or don't miss your touchdown, first down, check down, right? So, but yes, it's on me. It's kind of like I can see those safety belting deep, and everybody's kind of like on that first down marker where they're not gonna drive anything, but if you run past them, you got to take them out of the play though, right? So this 2 guys in motion deals is kind of like something I got to get used to.
Mm-hmm. All right, so next we can get into some of the film. So with the film, what I did on the first, especially on the first couple, because I pulled from your highlights, Dre. So
Yes.
and when it's going real quick, so I was like, okay, to get a read on emotions, like the first split second is slow down, so you can kind of talk through, what you're seeing, and and why you made the decision that you made and what you saw. So I guess we can go through the first one. You guys can talk it through, and we can kind of go through like that.
Okay.
So that was that was when you were in Billings.
Yes, sir. So we got to go right on the outside stationary, and then a speed out coming in high motion. And since he's coming high motion, I'm trying to snap it early. I might have snapped it a little bit too early, just so I could get a real good read on that corner. And I took one step, look at that corner, and my guy already beat him. So it was a quick decision where I just got up and out. That was Jevin Frett, Louisiana Monroe. He's a
okay, yeah. That name sound familiar. Yes, I remember him.
Yes, sir.
It's a good job for you. Like I saw the ball snapped early, and we did it often too, because it kind of you have to you kind of putting pressure on that front side corner right now, right? And obviously, again, I watched your footwork 1, 2, 3 ball. I'm assuming you saw that field corner flat footed, and I got a guy running full speed at him. There's no way that he can get out his break and make that throw. So again, 1 step, 2, 3, look quick shuffle ball. Right. But that's the perfect timing right there, man. You keep doing that, you're gonna be playing for a long time, man. That's a good throw. Good throw.
And I think this is the same one. We just have three guys down there. And that's Alex Rosario. They're giving him way too much cushion for that speed out. So I'm taking it and I'm just putting it where either he's gonna get it or nobody's gonna get it.
Front side receiver has the outside release to open up that speed out. So think about when you watch these plays, you think about everybody doing their job though, right? So if this front side receiver so happens to release inside, he's going to take that DB right to that speed out. So if I have to get jammed and get out of the way and touchdown. That DB is backing up in the end zone. DB coach needs to be let go, coach. Come on, man. came back up in the end zone. Hey, but back up in the end zone, baby, touchdown. But that's that's something we see on film though, right? We'll see, hey, this guy's gonna play high, he's gonna bail, hey, speed, cut it out, get in the end zone, touchdown though, right? So those are things that we kind of see on film. We can pick it up, hey, push them, and then get to that speed out right now. Ball got to be on time, quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good play there.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
This was bench right here, bailing off 3rd and 10. Like you said, we've got to move the change. We'll move the chains with him bailing.
If you can stop it right now, Coach, back up a little bit. Can you stop the video? So stop it right, back it up a little bit. Stop it right now, right? So here's what I see, Dre, right? If I'm reading that safety, you see the safety covering the motion guy? You see how he's turned? You see how he's taking away what?
Taking away that side of the field.
Pretty much taking away the post, though, right?
Yes, sir.
So
right.
what do you think he has help at? The corner route, right? Which is the front side corner. So as you begin to go through this play right here, watch how the front side corner opens up. Obviously, the front side corner is your read, right? For the bench to the what if you guys had a corner route, you see him open up now, ball. You said before that jack comes and rob you though, right? So I mean, obviously they're going. It's like a shorty. They playing man to man backside on the boundary, and they're going to combo your motion to your front side receiver. So good read here, man. Again, find your read guy. If he sits on the bench route, throw the corner. If he bails, throw your stop route. If he bails, then throw your throw your bench like you did. So everything with you, man, is the timing, right? There, your ball is out, and by the time you get to your rhythm, receivers should be in there at the tail end of the routes, though, right? So again, that's just a preparation that I can see from you guys putting in the work during the week, and then you just transferring on game days, man. So you don't realize how important practice is to timing. Sometimes we miss our post and goals route by an inch. That's just a timing deal, man. It's a rhythm play, right?
Sure.
We just got to connect on those. Hey, I used to, when I missed in practice, after practice, I was like, hey, Eddie, let's run it again. I would run it again until I know that I felt comfortable about getting the ball to him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is, man. There's so many throws we want back, but we don't ever get them back. So if you can limit those throws that you want again, then you probably win a lot of games, So rep them as much as you can, man. Feel that rhythm. When that ball leaves your hand, you kind of like a Steph Curry. Oh, I know it's on point, though, right? So when you have that feeling, you have those guys catching the ball for you, man, and then you can. Obviously, we know our receivers make us superstars, but we also make them superstars as well, too, though, right? So it goes both ways, though, man. So
That's right.
Good stuff, though.
All right, so now we're fast forward to your time in Colorado.
Yeah, look at that play.
It's a good ball.
Steve Newbold.
You gave yourself a little slide in the pocket to create more room because that Mac is coming free.
Oh, yeah.
To create a little bit more room to throw that ball. Good job, man. Those hits don't hurt, man. EJ, those hits don't hurt when we're throwing touchdowns, baby. We're going to get up and go we're going to run to the end zone.
We'll see how we got to test that theory out. How many times can you take that hit?
Hey, I'm just going to keep getting up, man. Just keep getting up. That's a good ball. Over the top, man. Give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. And you did
sir.
right there, and he made a play. So our job is to give our receivers a 50-50 ball, and I need you to do your job too, receivers. Hey, good job there moving your feet, man, creating space, knowing that you have the corner route coming to you. Again, that's what I talked about, your pocket presence. You just have a feel for the lineman. Everybody's sliding left of you, and you just slide right and punch. I would say the linebacker on that has to fill a gap, right? He's coming too wide, so you should have a little bit more pressure. If the line slide left, that backer has to step up and be in your face right here. But good job of moving your feet, man. Finding more time, be an athlete, and make a play.
Mm-hmm.
Good job here. Again, give him that 50-50 ball.
Mm-hmm.
DBs like to undercut on the goal line. Obviously, you know that. Sometimes you have rounded and square end zones, but if you throw that ball over the top, if I miss out of bounds, touchdown, right? Throw that ball where my receiver can catch it. And if he can't, then I get another opportunity to do it again, right? I can't be short. I can't be short.
Let a couple of these plays kind of run, then we'll break down. I think I got some of your film when you guys were in that shootout with San Antonio with Casanova.
Oh yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
So the film will slow down. Like I said, I did my best to try to slow this down from the highlights.
You do a good job, Dre, of giving your receivers catchable balls, man. They talk about ball placement and where your balls are going, man. It's almost like the receiver can catch it or nobody else can. So um, you need to find your team, man, and receivers will follow you and come and play for you,
For
right?
sure.
Um, that's the thing when teams go and sign their quarterback first, receivers sometimes wait around and be like, Where's Drake going? I'm going to play with him. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want, man. What I see on film is I can see guys coming and following you and playing with you because you're gonna get them the ball. So man, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So now it starts to slow down. So now we got some actual game film as opposed to the highlights. So you kind of see the whole play. So you guys can, if you want to talk through, what you're thinking, Dre, and you guys have, your convo about what you see.
Dre, what are you saying? What are you saying here?
Man, this was a crazy game. So I was playing with the Louisiana Voodoo. We played a game, team folded, and then I think it was like a Wednesday or Thursday. I drove up to Tulsa, got on the bus, and then came and played this game. And so I didn't know the playbook. It was a new OC, and so that first couple drives, I was just kind of feeling it out,
Yeah.
and then started just numbering those receivers to get in some good routes.
Yeah.
And but yeah, like you said, I didn't have the timing with a lot of those guys. I had Rosario, so I really fed Rosario this game. I think he had 3 touchdowns.
Nice,
But
nice.
this was definitely a game where I was just like, just trying to go score, any way possible.
Yeah. Professional sports, man, that can happen, man. You can be in one city on Monday, playing for a different team on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
that's what they talk about being a pro means, man. It's like sometimes you don't have the luxury of being there and learn the playbook. I just got to put you out there, man. Just got to make plays, and and you probably noticed that everybody runs the same system. It's just different terminology. And you got to figure out what's this play meant for you, and this is what we called it this, right? So until you figure out what their terminology is, man, everything is the same, right? You got hitches with a post over the top, you got bench routes with a curl. It's all the same. This is based on how different coordinators call it, man.
Right.
All right, so Dre, how's your comfortability with the arena style and the IFL style?
I'm comfortable in both styles. I haven't I got to play. I guess I played with Billings, and then we played not an official game, but we played with a game with the Voodoo. So I played a lot. I'm a lot more experienced in the indoor style. I think the indoor style is a lot more. You get to see more coverages, just with that safety being up there instead of having the jack in the box. It's definitely more of a passing league. In the AF1, the indoor, you see a lot of quarterbacks who are more runners because you have an extra blocker. But I'm comfortable in both leagues. I'm glad I've gotten to experience, I guess, the tougher league to go out there and be a pro style quarterback like I am. Just because it's made me, the adjustment has been easier going to the old school arena AF1 rules.
Okay, so Ray, you got any input as far as the leadership perspective, the role of the quarterback? You were always a great leader and leading your team and saying the right things and things like that. So any just dialogue between you two as far as the leadership role of a quarterback.
Here's what I would tell you, man. Here's what I noticed about you, Dre. You got a pen and pad in your hand, though, right? So you're gonna be
Yes,
just
sir.
fine, man. I was always told that don't come to my meetings without a pen and a pad, and that carried me along where I go to meetings with my AFL notebook that I still have, and people looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm prepared. I got to take notes. For me, notes matter to me though, right? So when I saw that at the beginning of the podcast, man, I knew that um, you're a sponge, and all I would ask you is like, what's your goals, man? What do you want to get out of this? Are you trying to get to the XFL, UFL? Obviously, everybody has the ultimate goal of the NFL, but are you trying to get back outdoors, or what's your goal here? Like, are you giving yourself a window of, okay, if I don't have anything by now, I'm just gonna just keep going, or what does life after sports look for you? Because football is not who you are. Football doesn't define you, though, right? So
For sure.
my advice to you, man, would just in the off season, start if you want to get into coaching, man, start coaching youth sports, try to get your high school job. Just for me is I waited until I retired to start doing things where I had the connections when I was playing that I didn't use my connections the way I should have used them. Right. And then once you're done, we're just a regular person then, man. There's no I mean, people remember you. I still get um fan mail to this day. I got one yesterday. My wife hates me. He's like, how did they get our address? People just emailing you. So she's a little bit freaked about it, but at the same time, man, it's like, what's your goals, man? What do you want out of this thing? And then what does life look for you after you hang the cleats up? That, I mean, how old are you? How old are you,
I'm
Sal?
gonna be 28 in 4 days, October 6th. So I'm 27. I'm getting up there in terms of playing football, playing
Yeah.
professional sports.
So, like I would tell you, like because of your age, man, you're gonna probably have some guys that are gonna be younger than you on your team.
Right.
And for you, man, the biggest thing is that I was young before. I ran the streets. I did all those things. I wasn't taking it as serious as I should have. But once you start getting older, man, I want to win a championship. I ain't here to
No
be
doubt.
playing around. You know what I'm saying? So for you is you're gonna kind of be that older veteran guy in the locker room that kind of you're gonna see yourself being a coach. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta take care of everybody, man. Let them know, like, hey, listen, man, that's plenty of time to have fun. I'm here for one thing, and once you get on the same page with that, man, that's when you start seeing your team transition and they start running through the wall for you. So, what's your goals, man? What's the plan with this?
Good question, Coach. My first 2 years when I first got in, I was surprised to see, how. So after after I left LSU, I graduated from LSU. I went to Henderson State for grad school, and
Okay.
had the COVID year when D2 didn't play, and then I took a coaching job. I was the quarterback receiver coach at Presbyterian College, and then I G8 at Northwestern State, and then I took a medical sales job in Albuquerque, and that's how I got back into playing. I played for the
Got it.
Gladiators to start, and I was the number two passer in the league that year. I was fired up. I was going to all the CFL, UFL camps, and I just wasn't seeing the calls I was getting. And I came back to Tulsa that next year. Uh, had another great year. Wasn't going anywhere with UFL, CFL, and so I guess my mindset switched, and I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to do this, I want to be on a good team and win a championship, leave a
Right.
good
Right.
legacy, and that's whenever I signed with the Predators, and kind of took that mindset to Colorado, where I was a professional. I was there for the young guys. I was basically a
Hmm.
coach and player, which I'm comfortable with, and that's what I look forward to going forward. I'm selling health insurance now, which is nice because I could do it
Just so.
in
Yeah.
season and out of season,
Yeah.
and I could do it nationwide. So um, I got a job I could fall back on, and I'm enjoying doing the job. It's like
Yeah.
if I don't play again, I'm in a good spot, but I definitely have more in the tank, and I
Yeah.
love playing. That's kind of why I do it because I still love it. I'm still a little kid who you
Yeah.
know
And
living
and
the
and
dream.
I'm 51, man. I feel the same way. I just know I can't play it anymore. Like I
Yes, sir,
my I get my passion out of quarterback training to my quarterback. So
for sure.
that's my passion. That's when I get my love for it. But at some point the age kicks in, you just can't do it anymore. Your mind says you can, but your body says, oh no, I can't do this anymore. But yeah,
Right.
man, I think the biggest thing for you is having a plan, man, and because you sometimes we as when we get older we want something different than the younger generation is I can't get frustrated because of that though. My job is to teach them how to be, you know I just remember when I had Eddie Brown and I was a rookie, man. He was telling me, get in the ice tub, take care of your body, don't eat that. And I was like, man, whatever, man. I'm just gonna do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Then I got older and I found myself being at Eddie Brown. Hey, man, you need to get in the cold tub, man. You're a young dude. Get in the cold tub, take care of your body. So it's kind of like one of those revolving doors, like his dad telling his son, hey, I tell you stuff because I know you're gonna need it one day. It's like whenever you decide to listen and get it, I just hope we get it sooner than later, though, right? So the sooner that
For
the
sure.
guys get on the team, man, you start seeing those guys playing a little bit longer. Their season lasts a little bit longer, though, right? And they have that opportunity to be one of the last two teams playing. And that's just the goal. Be one of the last two teams playing, and on that day, just be the best team.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Be one of the last two teams playing, and on that day, just be the best team that day that last that 3 hours, right? And that's it, right? So, no matter about the record, it's the team that wins walks away with the championship. So, for you, man, I'm gonna help you as much as I can. From what I saw, I can see a lot left in the tank, and obviously you have your life after sports, but again, it's just that locker room feeling, man. That those bus rides, those plane rides, those locker rooms after the wins, locker rooms after the losses. That's all a part of what we miss. That's what the athletes miss the most is the locker room conversation and the buddies in the locker room. So there's nothing in the world that's going to replace that at
No
all,
doubt.
at all,
Mhm.
man. So it's just that that's the part that a lot of guys struggle with after sports is trying to find that void to fill that locker room lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
For
that's where
sure.
we go to get away from. If it's away from not getting away from your family, but it's that's your family now. You know what I'm saying? For that time frame when we at work, but that's the part that I miss the most is the locker room lives, the ups and downs, the injuries that may happen, the closeness that we got together, man, and just the friendships. Because I'm still friends with a lot of guys that I played with, right? That's those like long life friendships. So that's pretty cool, man, to be able to say that, man. So for you, man, I can see a high ceiling for you. Obviously, you got everything in place, man. You got your ducks lined up. So just be selective where you want to go, man. Like you're on the back end of it, so your goal should be to win a championship, man. Not just to go and play, but I want to win, coach. People
No
call
doubt.
you, coach. I want to win, coach. That's all you need to say to them, and that's going to mean volumes to a GM or to a head coach if you tell them that. Like, coach, I
Oh,
want to
no doubt.
win. You know what I'm saying? If you got guys that you know that will follow you and come and play with you, start making those calls, man. Hell, it ain't illegal to recruit. You're in a professional league now. You know what I'm saying? So recruit, man, as much as you can. That's only going to make you better. You guys a better team. So
Yes, sir.
good luck to you, boy. I appreciate it. Appreciate meeting you too, man.
Oh, coach, great to meet you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
And
thing I can say about Andre, he's serious about his craft.
yeah.
He's well grounded. You don't have to worry about him getting into some nonsense the day before the game, and all of a sudden you out of a quarterback or whatever. Nah, he's well grounded. He's an
Coach
advocate
is
for
only speaking from experience.
and nothing worse than yeah, man, we ready to go. And then the day before the game, like, you really did that the day before the game?
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't have this. I don't have my quarterback. I don't have my DB. I don't have whoever. Ain't nothing worse than going through it. You ready? You hype for this game? It's a lot on it, and then all of a sudden, bam! Your brother ain't with you.
Yeah. You
Ain't
never
nothing
know. You
worse.
never know how that. We're never gonna know what's gonna happen when you're a head coach, right? Just gotta be ready for whatever. And that other team, that opponent team, don't care. They
Mhm.
don't give a darn of if you missing your starting quarterback. I'm coming here to win a game.
That's
So
your
that's just
problem.
a part of it, man. Yeah, that's your problem. You deal with it. Don't make no excuses. Just figure it out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, before we go, Andre, is there any anything that you want to pick Ray's brain on? Now's the time. I'm gonna connect y'all. When it's all
Yeah.
said and done. When we hang up. But if you want to ask him anything while we're on now, now's the time.
Sure. Now, coach, tell me about your transition from playing into coaching.
For me, man, because I talked about it earlier, is because I wasn't doing anything in the off season. Obviously, back then, with the support we had from NBC and ABC and ESPN, it was like it was our full-time job. So my full-time job was during the off season, me taking care of my body and being ready for the next season. So I really didn't get into coaching or anything else. So when I retired, man, um, I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything going. So I had to work at Dick's Sporting Goods, Union Pacific Railroad, Granger Industrial Supplies. I had to find jobs, man, because I had a wife and I had a son, so I had to be a provider. And so for me, it took me a while to kind of figure it out, man. But then finally got back into coaching. Got a job with Doug Peterson, gave me a high school job in Shreveport, Louisiana, at Calvary Baptist, and kind of got back into the league with Derek Stingley at quarterback with the New Orleans Voodoo. Moved to San Antonio in 2012. Coach Lee Johnson gave me a job as OC for San Antonio Talents. Again, man, so it's one of those things where you just got to figure it out. I was a father and I was a husband, so I just had to figure it out, man. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself, but now, man, probably the last 6 years of my life, I've been a athletic director at a private school. I've been a football coach. I've been a dean of students. Um, got into creating my own quarterback academy, which I love, man. It's mine. Can't take it away from me. And then now I'm a GM at D1 training facilities, man. Again, um, I take what I've done over the last 30 years and I kind of pass it along to the younger generation when it comes to training off season, training in season, nutrition, you know, my relationship with a bunch of my former teammates that are not college coaches. Um, so it kind of helps me get hey, I got connections, man. I can get your film on his desk, but I'm not gonna just send them anybody's film because I don't think you're not putting in the work, man. You got to work though, right? So for me, man, it took me a while to get going to where I'm now. I'm just happy. I'm happy with life, man. It's not really a job for me. Obviously, I get paid for it, but I love what I do, man. I love going to work. I love working with kids, man, and I get home to be with my wife. My son is a sophomore at Houston Christian University as a quarterback, so he's stuck in
Awesome.
that transfer portal lifestyle, man, and hard for him because me being a father, I really can't help him when it comes to that, though, right? He just got to be
Yeah,
patient and wait his turn, though, right? So for me, man, I'm just trying to be a good role model for him, and I got about 100 or so kids I work with off and on, so I'm a father to a lot of kids besides my kids. So I love what I do, man. I use my platform, and because of your experience, man, and you're and I don't mean if you ever wanted to do it, man, I know you have a lot to give back to the younger generation. You can show them how it's done, what it takes to play the position on and off the field. There's a lot of kids quarterbacks that need some type of guidance from somebody that have played it. Dad didn't play it, mom didn't play it, coach didn't play it. I may have coached it, but when I have played it, it's different when you have played it, right? Because you can actually speak volumes on what it feels like to throw 5 touchdowns, what it feels like to throw 3 touchdowns in a game, what it feels like to get pulled, what it feels like to be benched, what it feels like to not have protection. So only someone that have played it can speak for it, and I think that helped me a lot because I played it and I coached it and I been a parent for over 30 years, man. So it's pretty cool to be able to now that my life, I would say now, man, I'm pretty good at life right now, man, because I'm happy now. So it took a while, but it's that life after sports is pretty serious, man, and it takes a while for you to find. If you don't start getting into it now, it takes a while once you retire to
for
figure it
sure.
out, though. So you're doing a good job right now, man. So just hang with it.
Yes, sir.
All
What
right.
else? What
So
else you got?
you got anything else, Jay?
Coach, are there any experiences that come to your mind, like looking back on it? It was like this was the highlight of my career, or do you have multiple experiences, or anything you want to share?
Man, my first year in 2001, we had just moved from Albany, New York to Indianapolis, Indiana Firebirds. And my first year, man, we went to the conference finals and we lost to Grand Rapids. They had Clint Dozell, who is now a head coach at East Texas Commerce, East Texas A&M Commerce, and we lost like 77 to 75. It was like the last person that had the ball would win games back then. And that being my first year, I told myself, "Oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna win me one." And I never won one in 10 years, man. I think back to that, but it's so hard to get back to that dance or even to that game because of injuries, because
No
of
doubt.
roster changes or whatever it may be, maybe a coaching staff. So at some point, man, I stopped taking it for granted, right? I started realizing that, hey, man, this 1 year we gotta go all out, though, right? So, I won 100% every day, man, and I wouldn't change anything that I did. Obviously, I would have loved to have won a championship, but we've had some championship team. We just didn't get to that big dance though, right? So, um, that team on that day was better than us, and that's nothing we can really do about that, right? But it's about being the best team. Like the records don't win games, the best team win games on that day. So for me, man, I don't regret anything. I took it for granted at the beginning, assuming that I would get back. So when you see teams winning 2 and 3 championships in a row, that's pretty darn good, man, because there's a lot goes on behind the scenes that fans don't know on how this team was kept together from fighting in the locker room to death in the families to a lot of stuff that goes on, man, that we keep it everything in house. But for those teams that have won back to back or three-peat or four-peat, man, that's hard to do, man. I give kudos to those teams that do that. So for me, man, I just don't take anything for granted because it can be taken away from you, man, with an injury or different team. Every team is different, right? Even if you won it and you come back, there's gonna be some new guys on the team because some guys are gonna go somewhere else, though, right? So it's finding that gel again and doing it all over again.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you got anything else, Dre?
Coach, did y'all ever play against each other? You ever get that, Coach?
I think I got a couple on Ray when he
Yeah, it
was in
was
Chicago.
yeah, Chicago and Orlando. We used to have that's when you guys had Joe Hamilton, right? Yeah,
Yep.
we used to have some battles, man. So I mean, I didn't know EJ like I do now, so it wasn't like that. I played against some of my friends before, and you know, again, man, I don't think anybody's out to hurt anybody. My job is to win the game. Obviously, if I can get you out of the game as a starting quarterback for that game only, then that gives my team a better opportunity to play. So there were times when guys would lay on top of me or hit me late or whatever, but I never took anything as being personal, right? I mean, as a coach, I don't think any coaches that I know um, taught their players to play dirty. I mean, do I want to hit him where I can get him out of the game for this time right now? Yes. But are you ready for next week game? Yes, right. I know that your backup probably is not as good as you. I need to get your backup in the game. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's just the way it is, though, right? So that's playing within the rules, playing within the whistles, but at the same time is that I'd rather not have you on the field as a starting quarterback, and Dre. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do all I can to keep hitting you. If I have to just keep hitting you late, not late, but pushing you around. I'm gonna try to rattle you as much as you can, though. But for me, man, I enjoyed it, man. I mean, the game is fun, man, and the love that you have for it. Um, you just can't. It's nothing like that competitive from sports, man. So,
Mhm.
I loved it, man. I loved it to death, man. And for me is, now that again, EJ is from the league, man. So our relationship goes, from us both playing Arena League, and now here it is, 15 years later, and we're still friends, though, right? So it's just the people you meet in your industry, man. It goes a long way.
Yeah, it pays dividends to network and stuff while you're playing. I didn't network much at all. I didn't talk. I was as quiet as you can imagine. All I wanted to do was hit people and separate the quarterback from the ball. That was all I cared about. I wanted championships and all that. And towards the end of my career, I'm like, man, I should have
Yep,
talked more.
yep,
By that time,
yep,
years went by. You're like, man, whatever. Then once years go by, then you really kind of you miss that camaraderie. There's guys you hated as a team or a team that you're playing, but then years later you're like, man, that's my boy, and you ain't really
yep,
struck a conversation with him. You just competed this whole time, and there's like this bond that you guys form. It's like an unspoken bond,
yep.
and you can hit them up on Facebook or whatever 20 years later, and they'll be like, man, EJ, I remember you. How you doing? It's like your boy you ain't talked to in years. And so,
Yep.
that's like how it was with Ray. Like we didn't talk as much then. It was mainly on me because I was just locked in. You know, we finally connected. You know, years later, it was like you ain't even got to say we brothers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We all had something in common, man. And God creates platform like your podcast, EJ, that it's just this is your platform, man, to reach out to former players, to current players. But your platform now is your podcast, man. So kudos to you for what you're doing, man. And again, there's a lot of guys out there that have a story. We all have a story, man. So
Yes.
you're gonna be all right with the podcast, man, because everybody has a story to tell. They're just waiting for an opportunity to tell their story, though, man. So again, God has given us all different skills and talents, and a platform is how we use it, right? Before He takes it away from you. So
Mm-hmm.
might as well use it or you lose it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Most
Yeah.
definitely. So, I don't want to hold you guys up too much. You know, remember I said just hang out a little bit, but we'll sign off on here. But I appreciate you guys coming on, and you know, I love for us to be talking this game, and you know, there's a bond. We're in two different generations of arena football, but it's still the same, and we all
Still the
sit
same, baby.
down.
Football
So,
is football.
yes, sir. So, but appreciate you guys, and you know, we'll definitely be in touch. And Dre, if we can do something for you, you know, we got you. Ray, it's always a pleasure to have you on,
Always.
and sharing what you know.
Appreciate it. Thank you, EJ, for having us on the show, man.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
appreciate both you
Go ahead
guys,
and
man.
sign
Thank y'all.
off. All right, have a good night.